Danny?
You and Tom, you're gonna be married, aren't you?
Why, Danny, you're not worried I might be an old maid.
No, it ain't that.
Isn't?
Well, Tom, he's a swell fella, isn't he?
He certainly is. They don't come any better.
That's what I thought. Gee, Mary, you're the best sister in the world, I bet.
Oh, flatterer. Now go on, wash up.
Okay.
So you don't think it was, huh?
Nope.
What did he look like?
You know me, Tom. I'm not good at describing.
Yeah, kind of wearing on the mind.
Yeah, no speak English.
You wouldn't know anything either, would you, Monk?
Who, me?
It's a funny thing. Somebody phoned the desk about that fight. Looks as though they wanted to get Muggs in hot water.
Look, I don't know nothing, see? I wasn't even here.
Okay. Don't get high blood pressure.
I don't see why you should worry about Muggs. Reform school is where he belongs.
Well, that boy never had a home. No folks to tell him the difference between right and wrong.
Poor lad. The saints be praised that Danny here has had you to guide him, Mary.
Oh, I am rather hard on Muggs. But it's his constant fighting that annoys me.
An Irishman needs a good scrap now and then.
You're not such a bad scrapper yourself, Mrs. Brady.
Well, I'm not needing police protection, Officer Brady.
I wish I knew what that fight was about. Maybe I could keep Muggs from being sent up.
When did Muggs ever need a reason to fight?
Maybe Danny could help me find that reason. How about it, Danny?
Just because you're gonna marry my sister doesn't mean you can make me do anything. You're still a copper, and I hate coppers. I hate the police gym, too, and I'm never going there again.
Danny.
Now it's all right, Danny boy. Sure, and Tom's mighty proud of you. That's why he asked you to help him.
I'm not gonna help any copper.
Danny, you may leave the table.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, Danny. There are your books you left in the pool hall. Mary, I'm sorry for what happened at dinner tonight.
Oh, that's all right, Tom.
No, it isn't all right. I can't explain, but, well, you do understand the way I feel about those tenement kids, don't you?
Of course I do.
Every one of those kids deserves a break. It's just like a leak in the roof. If you don't fix it, it gets worse. Pretty soon, it affects the whole building. Then it's too late to do anything about it. That's the way it was with Freddie Flynn.
Tom, darling, I understand.
Don't kill the motor. I'll be right out. Home, James.
Yeah, this is the place. Give us some service, Your Honor.
I'm a lieutenant, not a judge.
What are you giving me? Lieutenants are only in the Army. We come to see Muggs McGinnis.
Now, isn't that nice? And did you bring flowers and candy?
I got a rabbit's foot. I brought dynamite. I got a saw. I got a machine gun.
Oh, you think you're smart. Maybe you'd like to stay here and spend a vacation.
Look, boys, I got a deal on. I'll see you later.
You can't see McGinnis, so beat it.
Let's go to a better hotel. Yeah, right on like the bellhop at the desk. Anyway, what do we want to see Muggs for? We all know what he looks like. I hope they put you in a parachute division.
Why did you and Danny fight?
Next on the psalm singing, I'm hard of hearing.
This wasn't one of your usual brawls. You and Danny must have had a special reason for slugging it out.
What makes you think so? And anyway, who said Danny and me was fighting?
If I could convince the Juvenile Bureau that this wasn't just another 1-2, I might be able to get you off. Here, take a look at that.
So what?
I'd like to see you in there.
Me?
It would give you a chance to prove yourself.
Prove what? That I can fight?
That you can fight fair. You could have a career in the ring, Muggs. Why don't you go after it?
Muggs, you're leaving here.
Well, it's a good thing, because I had a swell escape plan.
These are officials from the reform school.
Young man, before we're through with you, you'll learn to have respect for authority.
So if you're the best example he got, I'll give you odds.
Bring him along.
Hey, Joe, I can walk. Well, so long, Mr. Brady. Here's where I get a chance to prove myself.
Hiya, Danny.
Hiya, Monk.
I just dropped by to give you a little present.
Gee, thanks. What a surprise.
Ah, that's all right. You did okay. Be seeing you, Danny.
So long, Monk.
Nice suit you're wearing, Mug.
It fits.
Working your way through college, Daddy?
No, I'm not going to college.
That's funny. I thought Mug just slipped your scholarship.
What are you driving at?
Come clean, kid. Why'd he give you the money?
I drove him around his new car last night.
Did you make any stops?
Yeah, once at the grocery store. We was only there a minute.
Say, I bet you kept the motor running.
How did you know?
While putting away the day's receipts, Tony Capri, grocer at 637 Chestnut Street, was slugged by an unidentified young bandit who made off with about $70.
So what?
Well, don't be afraid, kid. Slats Morrison ain't no squealer. Live and let live, that's me.
Hey, did you see Monk? Yeah, just drove away. New car, new suit. I bet his money's even new.
Hey, maybe he robbed a bank.
Hey, Danny, we just seen him take Muggs out of the clink to take him to reform school.
Yeah? What's eating you? None of your business. Hey, I bet he got brain fever. That's what school does for you.
Economics is a science of man's activities devoted to obtaining the material means for the satisfaction of his wants.
What are you doing that? He's absolutely illiterate. You're pretty smart, kid. What class you graduate from?
Oh, cuss now.
Hello, Miss Breslin. Is Danny home?
Why, yes.
He wanted to see me.
Just a minute, I'll call him.
Danny, someone to see you. Did you hear me, Danny?
I'm coming.
Hello, Danny. Here I am.
What are you doing here?
Some of the boys said you wanted to talk to me.
Not here.
Why not? Ain't we pals?
I'll tell you more about that later.
I don't mind if your sister hears.
Danny, is anything wrong?
No, Monk and me here, we got something to talk about.
Yeah, Danny's a great one for talking secrets. Now, me, I ain't got no secrets.
Let's go.
Sure. Your brother's crazy about my new car, and boy, can he drive. Got me skinned by a mile.
Don't be gone too long, Danny.
Okay, sis.
Hey, what's the idea of talking like that in front of my sister?
I talked that way on purpose. I know you wouldn't want her to find out about what happened last night.
I thought you just wanted me to drive you around.
I don't need that kind of a chauffeur.
I ought to beat your head in.
Look, Danny, get smart yourself. There's money, lots of money to be made in this town.
Come on.
Forget about going to college. When you get out, all you'll have is a desk in a room with your name on the door, Danny Breslin, lawyer. Not a dime in your pocket to keep the dust off.
That's my business.
You think I'll be a cheap crook like Slats Morrison? I'm going to make a couple of grand a week.
A couple of grand a week?
Yeah, and that's nothing. I'm going to buy me a stable of racehorses, maybe a racetrack. Look, Danny, you're smart. We're both smart, and we can go places. Now, what do you say? How about it?
Sure, why not? Maybe I can get me a car like this.
Sure you can. You want to get behind the wheel and take a spin?
What are we waiting for?